Dear all, here we are with Professor Anna Carbone from Polytechnic of Torino and ETH Zurich, who's gonna be keynote speaker at the Crossover Conference in Dublin, and she will be representing the project Future ICT. So, good morning, Anna. Thank you for joining us.
And good morning, Francesco, and thank you very much for the invitation. I'm so very much honored to be a keynote speaker in Dublin on this very interesting meeting and this very exciting atmosphere with so many excellent speakers and guests. Thank you very much.
So, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, and I'm at the Polytechnic of Torino as a scientist. I'm an engineer as education, but then I decided to enlarge my interest, and so I decided to work in complexity science. That is my main field of expertise, and I'm at the physics department of the Polytechnic of Torino, and I'm also an associate member of the Institute of Complex System of the CNR in the University of La Sapienza in Rome, and I'm appointed at the ETH Zurich specifically on the Future ICT project.
Perfect. So would you like to describe the Future ICT project, highlighting the aims and the objectives, the tools?
Yeah, sure. So the Future ICT project is a very broad initiative, both for what concerns the scale of scientific interest and the scale of the community. And we have been working for 3 years. And now we have built, I can say, a very strong and highly motivated community, which is mostly aimed at the understanding the complex evolution of ICT together with society, and in the light of the complexity science tools. And so I should say that especially over the past days and weeks, we have really realized that the scope of Future ICT are really very urgent for our society. So, in the light of the recent events that we are hearing from the USA, from Turkey, and from all over the world, we are really actually the feeling that we are in the heart of what is mostly urgent for our society today.
Perfect. So, having a look to the Future ICT website, I bumped into the main platforms that you have developed. So, Living Earth Simulator platform, Global Participatory Platform, Planetary Nervous System, and the Innovation Accelerator. Could you please describe those platforms in broad terms and highlight how they work and what's their purpose?
Yes, actually the Planetary Nervous System is the component of this broad platform, which is mostly addressed to the understanding of the data collection methods and tools, and I should say that I'm really now confident that the planetary nervous system that probably might have appeared at the beginning of our project as a very virtual or really hard to realize is actually already fully realized and existing in the real world everywhere. In the light of the recent events, we can just consider that the planetary nervous system is all around us, existing and working every day. So this is actually not just a component of the Future ICT platform, but it is the world where we are living now that is actually an electronic system that everybody can access in principle, and everybody should understand in deep detail. So the Living Earth Simulator and the global participatory platform would then work as tools available to the citizen to better understand and to use this planetary nervous system. So, having said and having understood that we live in a planet which is surrounded by an electronic skin, we now need a tool to understand, to model, to access this system. And these tools and models are provided by the Living Earth Simulators and the Global Participatory Platform. The Innovation Accelerator, which is the other component of our Future ICT platform, should be mostly addressed to facilitate education, awareness, and also economic growth for the society. So it is the last component of this chain, and so this is in short the aim of this platform with all those components.
And how do those platforms work?
Actually, there is not a physically existing platform in some place, but we are collecting around this community many of the expertise that are already existing in the community, and so it is not a big computer in a room that is working just for a few of us, just for the participant of the project. But actually we are trying to involve the community at large, and so we are working on a very large scale in terms of participants. So this is what the name says, a global participatory platform. This is the subtitle of Future ICT. That means that we are working just for full inclusion of all the actors that are working in this same direction.
Perfect. And how many scientists work in Future ICT, collaborate in Future ICT?
Actually, we have more than 2,000 people that have declared their interest to participate in this initiative all over the world. And so these are all registered on our website, and everybody that is interested to participate or to receive information on how the project is developing can just register to the website and take part in the events that we are organizing all over the world. We have a community that is collaborating with us, not just in Europe, but in the United States, in Japan, in Australia. We have hubs of scientists and other kind of actors, like, for example, companies that have supported us and are still involved in this community all over the world. And actually, for example, we just had a meeting at the MIT Media Lab in Boston, in Cambridge, and the meeting was attended by more or less 70 people, scientists from the United States, and we are going to have a meeting now in Tokyo with many actors from the Japanese community and so on and so forth. We are working for the inclusion of all the main actors.
Very interesting. Could you please describe some policy-making applications of the platforms that you are developing in Future ICT?
Yes, we have a number of applications that have been described in many of the papers that we have published regarding the project. And for example, the energy area, the energy policies, the climate, the epidemic spreading, all these application areas are central to the Future ICT projects and all the sub-projects that are involved in this initiative. And we have to say, in any case, that due to the connectedness of our system, that the system where we live, our planetary nervous system, we cannot actually separate these application areas, because we cannot separate, for example, the security application, the risk management in the areas of traffic without thinking of the consequences of this decision, for example, for the energy management. So that's why actually we work to a global understanding, a global overview, a global standpoint for the solution of this problem. And we really believe that the complexity science and insights that can come from the complexity science can give a lot of insights in these emerging areas of our technological world and research.
Yeah, perfect. So we can say that you have a global system approach.
Yes, exactly. The global system approach is actually the way to the solution of the problem that we are facing now. And every day we have examples of the need to have a global approach, because what happens in Central Asia now is strictly related to what happened 2 days ago in the United States, and this now is impacting the policy in China. So we cannot actually reason in a national, individual, or limited geographical reason. And also, for example, for the energy, how can we save energy in some way in Europe when our data are stored in the United States and they use kilotons of watt in the United States. So also for the energy and climate related policies, we cannot have a local or European view or American view. We need to collaborate and have a global solution to our problem in the interest of the citizen, of course, in the interest of their wealth, their health, their freedom, and their education, and their development in general.
Okay. What do you expect from this workshop?
I have great expectation, I should say, because I have seen that there are the most active actors at the European level, and so I think that we are really close to achieve the critical mass of European research that is necessary to have really a role and a voice in science and in general in the policy of science that is very important. And so I do really believe that is the right moment for a number of reasons to meet and discuss of these urgent topics and very broad topics that have so much impact for the European society, and not only the European society, but the global one. And so I have great expectations, and I really expect that many other initiatives will be fostered by these meetings and the many different aspects that I have seen in the program. So
perfect. Okay, so thank you very much, and we look forward to meet you in Dublin.
Thank you very much for the interview, for the invitation, and I also look very much forward to the meeting in Dublin. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Thank you.